Well, this Sunday, a packed Croke Park will look on as Mayo and Kerry fight to take home the biggest prize in Gaelic football, the Sam Maguire Cup. Since winning the All-Ireland in 1951, Mayo have made it to the All-Ireland final on 11 occasions. They have lost all 11, two of them after a replay. So what truth, if any, is there in the mythical Mayo curse impeding Mayo's chances? Well, for more on this, I'm joined by UCD academic Dr. Elaine Cramsey, who's done a lot of work and research into the curse. Arlene, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us about the curse. It allegedly goes back to 1951. What is it all about?
Thanks for having me, Miriam. Yeah, so the curse goes back to the 1951 All-Ireland, and the key parts of the story are around the idea that the 1951 team passed a funeral and didn't show due respect on their way back from Croke Park after the All-Ireland celebrations. There's different parts to the story. There's different versions of the story. They passed the funeral on the road. They passed a funeral in Foxford. I've even heard that they passed a funeral in Ballyhonus. But either way, somebody put a curse on the team, whether it was a priest, a widow, a witch even, and said that if that Mayo would never win another All-Ireland until every member of the team had passed away.
Now, you've done a lot of research into it, Arlene. You've spoken, even the players who were there at the time. What was their version of this? And it only really came to the fore in the 1990s, didn't it, this story?
Yeah, it's a weird one. So, from the 1990s onwards, there's kind of a rumour circulating about some form of a curse on the Mayo team, but we only really get sustained information about it from 2012, really, where we start to see lots of newspaper coverage and lots of conversation in the national media around it. I was working on a project called the GAA Oral History Project in 2009, 2010, 2011, and there was kind of whispers about the curse at that point, and I asked a few of the people that I interviewed about it, and everybody dismissed it at that stage as nonsense, but it wasn't part of the national story, and you really only see it become part of the story after 2012 and 2013, when Mayo lose a number of All-Ireland finals quite close together, and there's this kind of attempt to justify why that might be. And obviously up to the present day, it's just taken on legs and has become this really important narrative to the story.
And in terms of, interviews from the men themselves and documentary evidence, what's your feeling? Is there any truth to this curse?
Very little. I think it's a nice story. It's a good way of explaining, a long drought in Mayo's footballing successes. But the people who I spoke to all dismissed it as nonsense. And when you go back through the records, if you're to take that Foxford story through to its end, the team only arrived in Foxford on the Tuesday evening. The main celebrations were on the Monday evening. They came into Charlestown, moved on to Castlebar for a big reception there. So it's a night later when they actually travelled through Foxford in the first place on their way to Ballina for celebrations. It happens in the evening time, which isn't when you'd usually associate a funeral occurring. And people have done research on the church records in Foxford, and there's no records from that period, which kind of lends a bit of credence to the story. But there's also no local memory of any funerals taking place. And I suppose the big thing is that nobody actually recalls hearing the curse being cast, and something that's going to impact Mayo's future successes for 75 years. You'd think people might remember such a thing actually happening and be talking about that right the way from the 1950s. I wonder, was it true? Might there be any truth in this, rather than something that only appears in the 1990s?
And very briefly, Clare had its Biddy Early curse, but that disappeared, didn't it, when they won?
Yeah, and the Biddy Early curse is another one of these really interesting stories that help explain a lack of success. Biddy Early dies in 1874. The GAA is only founded in 1884, so there's no real potential for a link there. But the idea that the 1995 team defeated the curse is one of those stories that's gone down in local lore and history. And I suppose it's interesting that the 95 team broke the curse in Clare, and then the Mayo curse seems to come out a little bit of that narrative as an explanation in the later part of the 1990s then.
OK, well, look, Arlene, it's fascinating. Thank you so much. And, of course, we wish both teams and all their fans the very best on Sunday. Thanks for joining us, Arlene.